in the world.
That's true. I'll give you that one. Well, Jacob, he's got the Superman buy, Tech 9 and Armor. Expecting to see big things from him on this map. And we've got a couple of smokes, a CZ for Croman as well. 2 Supermen on one server. Who would have thought? We'll see where they can step up here as we get into the pistol. Default smokes coming in towards the steps, towards jungle, and the execution. An 8 split, in fact, will be coming in momentarily.
Tech 9 from range. A little bit of RNG required always. How did they walk by Fitch? I thought they'd expect him to be there after shooting one at triple. Typically, there's someone on the stairs. They just don't always just think, or they do oversee it. They do overlook it and manage to get the trade nonetheless. Pachenga's got Croman back, so it is still 2 men left to take the site. Kit for Sonic to work with and a smoke. Unfortunately, he's gone down, so the smoke and Kit stay on the ground. Pachenga goes close. He's going to have to go back to get it, but the Tech 9 picked up for the CT side. He's fired it a little bit eagerly, and it's cost him as they'll pick up the round for Dignitas.
Definitely not the prettiest round we'll see this weekend, I'm sure, but still, it worked out for Dignitas. Pretty standard stuff, a variation on what we're used to seeing with the 2 smokes going down. A deeper smoke towards the jungle instead of actually being by the steps area, allowing the players from the underpass go towards the connector. Jacob finds the first kill of the Tech 9. You see the CT's not even looking towards that area, expecting everyone to come out towards the Palace and A ramp, which is quite standard. Some missed shots and some overlooked positions, but Dignitas do pull through. And it's going to be a forced buy, the scout from Ramziv. We know this can be quite powerful for this team. We saw it yesterday on Cobblestone. See if they can get the first pick here. 3 rifles. I'd like to see this from Dignitas the way it should be done. Done some damage early on as well. Pachanga going down to 11 HP, but there it is. The scout stepping up once again. Takes down Croman, and Tengri get a 5-on-4 to kick things off in round number 2.
Early in the morning for Jacob, it appears. So on to 11 for Pachanga, but opening kill for the Pistols of Tengri. Had a decent game, a surprisingly decent game against a sloppy big yesterday. Don't. That's actually a statement. In the context of Counter-Strike, Henry.
A nice sloppy big. Yeah.
Jesus, it's pretty early in the morning, Hank. Do you ever calm down?
No.
Do your batteries ever run out? Tensky clears out. Oh, doesn't quite succeed in clearing connector. It seemed like it would be easy peasy. Now follow it up. Rubino gets the kill. Now control things from there. Pachanga on 11. Ramsky not much better off. So they will run the round, but they lose 2 players in doing so.
Got a bit scary for them there. Scout always seems to find kills with Tengri, but not enough to win the round, unfortunately. Ramzik gets 1 kill, does damage to others, but ultimately Dignitas finding the 2-0. They're certainly the favourite team of this one. Tengri are like the dark horses of this event. They came from the CIS qualifier, and they were looking to cause some damage. They haven't won a map yet. Obviously, neither of these teams have. It's 0-2. It's an elimination game. But they have got some skilled players, and they can find a few upset rounds here and there. 16-14 against Big yesterday. As we get into round number 3, default pistols and a couple of P250s for the CT side, an A stack. And this is where Dignitas needs to be a little bit careful. Should be fine, doing a lot of damage. I had Jacob at the start. Just had 85 himself, but finding the kills with the Mac 10s, that's the way it should be done. They will run into the full 5-man stack here, but it just means the round's over nice and quickly. It's not too much of a worry. So in that second round, force buy needs to be a bit careful of. Pachanga finds 1 kill, maybe a second as well. Not going to be there. They get 1 kill. It's an ace stack. The default pistol's about as good as it's going to get. So after force buying that second round map, it's a nightmare. They're AWPer. He did not join them in the full eco, so he has to go on a rifle here. No kits, no incendiaries. And I was thinking today to myself as in the shower, I was like, maybe I should actually just write down like the 10 commandments of Counter-Strike economy of what you should be doing as an underdog team in best of ones. Because this is a nightmare situation now. You're under-equipped, you have no AWP, no defuse kits up against a team that's superior to you in skill. Like, you're just limiting yourself, I think. And, I don't know, maybe I'll write it down one day so everyone can just have it like a piece of paper.
Piece of paper, that's rather rudimental.
Yeah, just a... Well,
maybe I can't just have it on a PDF on my smartphone.
Well, the thing is, the coach can't have a laptop or a tablet, so he needs a piece of paper.
Oh, that's true.
So I just want to make sure everyone's got that available to them.
That's a good point. Let's go with the original Palm Pilot.
Exactly, yeah, right.
Croman takes down Remzik. Fitch gets Tensky. Fitch does better than that. Look at the spray down. Croman and Rubino line up. He gets 3 kills quite quickly. Fox will finally trade him out, but it's left them down a man on the Dignitas side. Jacob, for goodness sake, though. Whoa. Fox is a little bit stunned by that as he was relying on Jacob's positioning. I thought for sure he'd have a flank, but Sonic reads it, turns around and catches him off. They expect Fox to be going back to B, so Pachenga's pushed up mid. And he will do as you say, Henry.
Yeah, there's no need to challenge that frag at all. This gives a window, and SNK, he doesn't want to listen to the advice. So you're in a 3 versus 1, you know exactly where Fox is, just run the time now, play the bomb side, stop facing him, they get away with it, but that was a very costly round. Didn't have to be like that. Make him play to the bomb side there. So let's just talk about the round, how it broke down. Dignitas obviously reading the economy situation, and you as a force buy on that second round, go for the full A execution here, but good nades at the start. You can see how low 3 of those players were from the HEs at the very start of the round, and Fitch, he's more than happy to oblige. Getting helped out by Ramzik there with the damage at the start. Sprays 3 of them down. Like we said, that's always going to be a difficult round for the CT. He's not out of the woods just yet. After they're going down to 1v1, it didn't have to be like that. Once he spotted Fox's fall back, play together, deny the plan, but now they're going to be struggling and having a full reset potential here. Famuses, UMPs, and the terrorists are not slowing down just yet. Towards Connector they go. Croman smokes it off. Gets information that it's clear. Might push even further than this as well, but the CT wants to challenge.
SNK. Gonna wait it out on top of the box in connector. Smokes.
Do they pass each other?
I think they have. Croman and SNK are side by side in connector. I think SNK is expecting it. He's looking at his crosshair. He's looking between the smokes. Oh, you think he had it? Tries to get away with uncertainty. Croman actually looks the right direction. He's actually peeking through the archway, and he walks directly into the shot. So down goes SNK. We sit with 4 men remaining. Remember that costly round as well. It's more of a detriment to the economy of the CTs if they lose this than it is Dignitas. Yes, they'll be out of money as well, but it's much easier to build that money back up on the T side, and they'll have more residual cash to carry over. Remzik might just save the situation as a result of it. 3 kills for him. Stepping up as Fitch did in the last round. It's Tensky that'll hold off the doorway as the bomb gets planted. He needs to hit shots if he's going to hold that door. Tag down to 21. He does the same damage on a Fitch, but they back off in a 2 versus 2. Everyone's in the 20s. Tensky gets Remzik. It's all down to Fitch. Double flash. Oh, but the second one actually catches Croman. He should have been dead there, absolutely, but timing favors no one. It's Fitch that gets away. If timing were to favor anyone in this, it has to be the T's, because even though they lose the exchange, or rather don't get the kill, it buys them precious opportunity to continue defending the bomb. They'll do exactly that, and it goes 4-1, so CTs are now in a bit of trouble.
Dignitas not taking their foot off the gas, it seems. Very quick round there, fast. A split at the start, then back towards B, getting that initial kill on the connector. Tengri, that was a must-win round, and Ramzik did everything he could there, finding a 3-man spray down from the kitchen position. Here's the replay right now. Very good job to actually make that realistic for them. It felt like the round was already done. Comes down to the 2-on-2, and then Dignitas finally finding some luck in the T-side clutches. You remember Cash yesterday against Immortals, just couldn't get rolling there at all. Managed to come back in the second half, but it felt like the T-side decisions were quite poor at times. Force 5 from the CTs, they're going to be double eco anyway. Ramzik, this time he does go eco. He's going to be the AWPer going forward, so he keeps his money about 1,400. And this is looking like a Dignitas round, but Sonic has got something to say about that. Gets 1 frag. Unfortunately, no SNK taken down at the same time. It should be concluded now. 1 player remaining. Tensky will find a final frag. 5-1 for Dignitas. Fully Kevin Tengri coming up. And this is where things start to become a little bit overwhelming for the Tengri side. 2K per player. I think they have a pause coming in just to slow down the pace. Dignitas seem that they're firing on all cylinders, right? And they've got 5 AKs just running around enjoying themselves. Building up a huge bank account right now. They've got 5K per player. And after this one, it should be even further. So, second stage loss bonus. Tengri winning the first gun round, but that decision to challenge Fox, that's what's been the detriment so far. Yeah, it just didn't make sense, right? Once you spotted him, he's almost in T-spawn. You just have 1 player in B playing defensively, 1 in middle, 1 in A, play together, slow him down, deny the plan. Objective, keep 3 players alive. They had to go for the challenges there and gave him a window to completely wreck their economy, and that's exactly what happened. So they can't buy anything here. As I said, it would be double eco after they force sport. So 1 more will do it. Ramzik will have the orb next round with the $2,400 he'll receive in the third stage loss bonus. If you are just joining us, this is the first elimination game of this major qualifier. Loser of this best of 1 is going home, and it'd be shocking to think the likes of Jacob, Rubino, and Fox, and to some extent Tensky as well, be the first team out of this tournament.
Yeah, that's actually pretty ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, yes, it's a quick project. It's only been thrown together recently. But the pedigree of some of the players is definitely indisputable. Undisputable?
Indisputable.
But he's the undisputed heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Whatever. English is all arbitrary.
We'll just make it up as we go along.
Well, that's what they did.
Yeah.
Jacob takes down Sonic. That's what they did with every language. Pachanga. Speaking of made up. Try and go for a wide peek on the USP. Can't do anything of it. Tries to get exits. All he wants to do is make it costly. They'll survive with 3. Make it 6-1 for Dignitas.
It is. Absolutely. Really rough start here on the CT side. Ramzik brings out the AWP. No kits once again. No incendiaries. Do they go for an aggressive play here? They try and find that first pick. They can't really allow the bomb to go down. We saw players yesterday pushing the underpass, pushing B apartments, trying to get a pick going. And Dignitas, they can just keep running the set pieces, I think. Like, just keep running the set tactics at the start. That's what I noticed at Dignitas and the minor. They seem to have an objective at the very start of the round. There's no real defaults going in. They seem to have a clear idea what they want to achieve. This is one of their better maps, so we'll see what they bring to the table here. Looking like a B split for now. The AWP for Ramzik, that's actually in CT spawn. Smoked out, will be a B split. Pachanga to defend. He's on towards short. SNK going down first.
Down first. Pachanga's got Jacob, though. Rubino's entry's caught off. And finally, Tengri pick up a second round. This time they do it far more effectively. Only one player down. It's SNK.
Yeah, good defense there towards B. Like I said, you could see the objective there from Dignitas. B split, nice and quick. Keep applying that fast mentality towards Tengri. That this time, crossfires are decent. They managed to get the first frag and hold it off. Sonic stepping up there. SNK on 1 for 8 right now. Need to start finding some form. Tengri stand a chance in this one. Towards middle we go. We've got the AWP out for Fox. Everyone's been singing his praises recently of how improved he looks as a star player almost with the AWP. Fastens the connector once again. It's the terrorist side. Jacob, though, taken down by SNK. Trying to find the first pick. They won't happen for them. Ramzik chimes in as well. It will be the 5-on-3. Tengri coming to life. This might not be done. Felt like it was running away from them.
Rubino. Steadfast to the site. Silenced, but watch his backside because they're going to push in from CT. SNK. Just to find an opening, a gap. Excuse me. Toward the connector, but wrapping back around, he's able to find the headshot. I thought I could push through that one, Henry.
You tried.
Work. I did try. Fake it till you make it. I didn't make it that time.
Well, Tengri actually winning 2 rounds in a row. Quite convincing ones as well. Dignitas running all the fast strats they have. This time straight into that connector. Shut down. SNK stepping up. I said he only had 1 for 8 last round. Now he's with 3 for 9. So he managed to get 2 big kills there toward that connector position. No fear after Fox found the AWP shot towards CT spawn as well. So that was a nice play from him. It has to be an eco now for the Dignitas side. Starting to balance things up. Tengri going to round number 10. Need to keep 5 players alive. They need to establish their own economy. Ramzik opens it up there with a nice AWP shot. Make it 2. As he takes down Chromin as well. This should be quite a clean sweep. Lots of damage done towards the B apartments here. Nothing to get too excited about. Dignitas did not force into this by any stretch of the imagination. So 5 players staying alive. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Now we really have got a game on our hands. Rubino, the new in-game leader. Might want to take a pause at this point. The last few rounds, those fast approaches haven't worked. You want to see a default at this point, the slow map control, bleed the economy out, try and find the first pick. You've definitely got more firepower available to you. There's a nice replay of Ramzik. Only 2 pretty standard shots, but they will count. Get into this round number 11 here. What's the play from Dignitas?
Well, Fox to the box. I would not eat them in a box. I would not eat them with a fox. I do not like green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam, I am.
It's doing Dr. Zeus now.
He's a legend.
He is. Good lad.
Good lad. Met him once at a bar.
Yeah.
We had an apple juice. And talked about a moose who rode in a caboose. It was a bit of a loose conversation. Jacob, wants the angle. SNK's got it, though. Beats him to the punch. Jacob didn't necessarily need to try and take that angle as well. With Tensky coming up from the same position, he won't be able to refrag that. He backs off the window, SNK, smartly so, after finding the first pick. Fox gets Fitch back. They'll go back down the underpass.
Well, for now, Tengri with the advantage, of course. They're looking quite formidable in the last few gun rounds, I have to say. 3 in a row. Actually have the man advantage here in round number 11. 30 seconds remaining. No smokes, only flashbangs to work with it. Dignitas needs someone to open up this bomb site. They spot one. Got to commit at this stage as well. Drop the Molotov. They'll be down to Rubino to find the first frag. Does it. Not bad. Good Molotov.
Pachenga's position, though, is massive. Gives it up, though, the nade. Tengri jumps back, spots him. Can't get the opening, and a flash goes through. Tengri knows he's behind the wall, so he sprays, but can't get the kill. It's tense times to try and walk through as they want window and the doorway as well, but Tengri wins the battle. Rubino follows up. It's on Remski in this site, or Remzik, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll go down. AWP found that opening. That's all it gets. 4 rounds for Tengri is not terrible, but Dignitas now find their 7th. It took them a bit of time to get there, so there's money left over for the CTs. In fact, they're going to have a double op setup.
Sure. It's, yeah, definitely viable on this map. Probably one of the best. Up towards B, they can go aggressive and hunt for information, and obviously the more dynamic player towards window in the A-bomb site. Dignitas there, 4-on-3, managing to open up the B-bomb site. A nicely placed Molotov by Rubino. That was well read. And then at that point, Fox to finish things off with the AK-47. Round number 12, a big one for either side. Whoever loses this will be on an eco. So Dignitas get it. Could spell a massive landslide half for them, but Tengri managed to pull this one back, then they're right back in the map in general. Good smokes deployed. Like we said, normally having an objective at the very start of the round is Dignitas. Bomb still down at T-spawn though, so much slower pace this time. See if the double orbs can find anything here. Pachanga and Ramzik to open things up with the sniper rifles.
So again, mid-pressure from Dignitas. Time and time again, they've tried to take this over. It's been passively held from Tengri. They've not put a lot of pressure onto Catwalk. It's mostly been in connector, more traditional, I guess you could say, in that sense. Tengri wants to try and get to the corner. Fitch has done well in this position as far back as the pistol round. The origins of the game. He's going to do well again. Spots the knee, fires in. Tengri can do nothing but sustain the damage, and then on the peak, he goes down. Pachenga's going to find Jacob. Fox, the only opening kill for Dignitas. In that exchange, remember, Sonic was down pretty early, so SNK, rather than rest on his laurels, will get aggressive. Flash comes in from Main. There's mid-pressure, so he knows he's now comfortable inside of Palace, which means he can also time his attack. Back turn, Fox is able to hide, but Pachenga's going to take him down, finds him in the open, trying to hide away from one angle. He's exposed to another. He finds Croman as well. Tengri is actually looking alive in this game now.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a shout on this one. Hitting the orb shots. Pachanga coming to life there with a double orb setup. Dignitas getting overwhelmed there as they made their final commitment towards the bomb site. We go to the round number 13. As I said, whoever lost that round was going to pretty much a full eco. That's Dignitas. Meaning Tengri could actually still win this half. And considering this way that this kicked this off, it was 6-1. You didn't think that was going to be a possibility, but very good job, especially after losing the pistol as well. Tengri, not done just yet in this major qualifier, it seems. After going down 16-1 on the first day, 16-14 to big on the second, could they somehow squeeze out a win on the third?
So pistols and a shotgun.
That's an interesting one. How much money did he invest in that?
More than he needed to, because he has $450.
What?
Yeah.
Surely a Tech 9. That's got to be a misfire. There's no reason for that whatsoever.
Well, let's see it, Croman. Let's see it all. Oh, okay, well, we saw it. It died. That's all it did. So, yeah, big problems now for him. Pachenga gets Rubino. All 5 looking to stay alive for Tengri as we go into round 14. Nade kill to close it off. Only 1 shot from Jacob lands.
Yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare. Usually, it's not a problem having one player forcing into a round like that. Normally, you get like a player getting AK-47 and armor, with the assumption that he can make 2 or 3 kills happen. Maybe the Tech 9's going into the bomb site. Even if you lose the round, you've got 4 AKs and a Tech 9, right? That's still going to be the case here, but the Nova, that has no place in the T side of Mirage. There's nothing you can do with that. Maybe on the CT side, sure. That's got to be a misbuy. I'd like to know. Maybe that's a question we can ask him afterwards. If
the panel can. Well, if Tengri win, they can ask. Or sorry, if Dignitas win, they can ask the panel.
That has to be a misbuy. That's nuts.
Paul, we task you with the question.
Well, Dignitas will be bringing a little partial buy to the table. They get $2,400 if they do indeed lose this round. Even more so if they get the bomb down. So I don't mind this. Tech 9 rounds can always be dangerous on Mirage. You have the option to obviously go for the full wall of smoke. It looks like they'll be heading towards B to do that. Smoke 2 in the archways, 1 towards the kitchen. Flash over, Molotov, the van. They do not have a Molotov to work with. a huge deal. Flashbangs can do the same job, really. Here come the smokes.
Flashbang bounced perfectly. Oh, it didn't actually. There's a better way to throw that. You line it up so it goes out the window and it can still blind up the apartments, but they go for the short flash. It's not going to do anything for those of them. And this site, Sonic being one of them. Down he goes. Chrome in an advanced position. Pistols work. So they managed to get deep within the confines of the site early as well, so the rotations have not yet occurred, and it's down to just Fitch in a 1 versus 4. Fox picking up an AWP, able to get the kill. It's now going to be dignitas on 8. They'll win the half, even though it looked like at 6-1 that was the foregone conclusion. They've struggled to get to number 8, so getting away with it. And round 15, op for Fox. What are we going to get for Pachanga right now? I think he's got his knife drawn, so we don't see.
He should have the... Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
It says $50 left. I wonder if someone dropped it. He just hasn't picked it up yet.
Oh, that partial buy worked out very nicely for Dignitas, but he's actually on a P250 by the last thing. So that's a massive round of Dignitas to pick up. We always said those can be dangerous, generally, and it proves to be the case here. Dignitas running away if they're going to round number 15. They've won the half now and potentially get a bit more out of that because it's a Famus and Pachanga at 1 HP with a P250. Not looking too healthy right now. He tried to get aggressive towards Palace position. And Dignitas much slower at this point. This is a default round. When you know you're up against a weak buy of the CT, you've got the AWP as well, you want to make them apply pressure first. You know they probably don't have the full array of weaponry to work with it, and that's definitely the case here. They've had the PT50 already. Try and find that first pick, then get yourselves together, go for the full execution at that point. And there it is. That's the first pick. Don't need to overcommit here, but they seem to want to get straight in. No messing around. Croman's not, for sure, as he finds 2 headshots. Changa, though, fighting back with that PT50 and 1 HP. Oh, he's actually might have done enough.
That's ridiculous that he gets another shot toward Firebox as well. Remzik's going to close it. Pachanga is apparently a hero.
That's why you don't fully commit,
That's why Jason likes his nickname.
Well, right, but more to the
that's
point.
Pretty silly.
That you get that first pick. You get the first pick. You don't need to just all rush in and go, that's it, get in there. Like, you don't know what's on the other side. Use the execution. Use your nades. The smokes need to go down. Flashbang's over.
And at 8-7, this could cost them.
That's so, like, devastating. These guys know better than that. Like,
if they lose this pistol, this could be extremely costly. We could reflect upon that round.
Like, it's just, you can see there's no pressure to him at all. Why is no one checking that position? Why is no one coming out at the same time and overwhelming? If you're going to commit, everyone needs to go in, right?
When you go in, you got to go in.
It's just a nightmare. Oh, Diggy. Definitely signs of it being a new team, but let's get into the second half. 5 sets of armor to CTs. That's Dignitas, of course, now. We switch over. And Tengri, just 1 smoke. That's unusual. 4 sets of armor for them. No upgraded pistols. Sonic with the flashbangs as well. He's towards A. I assume he smokes CT spawn or maybe the connector. Let's see what he decides to do here. Discussing it, perhaps.
Slow pace. On the pistol, smoke for Sonic. Set toward the jungle, it seems.
Indeed. It's building up now, the tension. Where will the smoke go? Where will the flashbangs end? 50 seconds, I assume that's when their commitment will come in. 5-0, there it is. Smoke goes towards connector. So,
good shots, Croman and Pensky. Fox just barely gets it. Croman's able to take down Pachanga. So Dignitas find the pistol, which will give them the momentum. They lost this pistol after losing 2 pistols in the last round of the first half. And we went to something like 10 rounds for Tengri. Dignitas could have had something to worry about, but now they get a chance for the free kick. No bomb plant out of that either. So no early buy.
They bring the Tech 9s, 1 smoke and some armor into the second round here. Look at this from Dignitas. They've gone for 5 rifles map. That's very rare in today's game. That was quite prevalent in 1.6 and Source, not in CSGO for sure. 5 rifles, I haven't seen that in a very long time, so that's rolling back the years. 4 Famuses and an M4. That's normally a sort of buy you see after the bomb goes down in the pistol and you're preparing for that 3rd round force buy. So, lacking grenades, but lots of firepower available to CTs to get the first 2 picks. Fitch though as well, but the bomb somehow goes down.
Sonic nearly kills his teammate. Fitch at 12 HP and he took a shot, but better shot to Croman. Just warming up his aim, perhaps, Hank. Bomb planted, you mentioned it. This actually is very hairy with smoke still in play as well. They gotta run through the smokes. Fitch gets another kill. Look at the HP. 4 for Fox, 5 for Rubino. Tengri, though, can still save the round and find Sonic trying to flank. He does exactly that, but lives with 17. And they'll get the defuse. 10 seconds, but they left it long.
There it is. Comes in. So that's sometimes the problem with 5 rifles, right? You've got no kits and you're limited across the board in terms of the grenades available to you. So that's why a lot of people even opt for 5 SMGs in the second round. Like SK famously do that a lot of time. And they get 5 UMPs out and have grenades to work with. And I guess that's not so viable anymore considering that the UMP got nerfed. But I do like that 5 rifle setup. You just see like it can be a little bit overwhelming against the Tech 9s once that bomb gets down. 2 players survive though, so they're fine. Should be the full eco now from Tengri. 10-7 as we enter round number 18. Deagles and, okay, a nice headshot from Tengri, or towards Tengri, I should say, as Ramzik finds it. Opening frag once again. Fox now to try and refrag.
Fitch. Trying to open up toward mid. Oh. Can't quite get the Deagle lineup. Looked like his crosshair might be kind of close, but not quite. But bomb plant still as they flood out from the apartments. Jacob's going to do well in the retake as we sit in silence. Builds the suspense. You get to listen to my voice more. That sucks. As SNK the last alive to try and defend a bomb. Make this expensive. Low HP toward Rubino, but can't land the shot. They'll pick up number 11 and we'll go into the gun round.
We will indeed. A couple of bombs going down in the road there for Tengri. So yes, decent money for this first gun round for them. 4 players surviving for Dignitas. So same story for them. They can bring out the AWP. I doubt they will, considering Fox still has a rifle. It'll take some juggling. They certainly could work it out, but looks like they'll be opting for 5 rifles instead. Ramzik brings out the AWP. Ramzik's been very impressive, along with Pachanga as well. Pachanga's got 17 frags. Ramzik 15. Having a look at the Dignitas side of the board as well. We've got 19 out of frags for Fox, 14 for Kramer. So Fox living up to that kind of resurgence we've been talking about. It's round number 19 here.
Jacob's going to hold off connector as well.
Croman is straight up dueled at A ramp and takes down SNK with a FAMAS. That's not bad at all. Didn't take any damage for it. So 5 and 4 now, and damage inflicted towards Ramzik as well.
Spray from Jacob. Manages to find both Sonic and Pachanga. Leaves just Fitch and Ramzik remaining. Dignitas looking to find the first gun round, following in the footsteps of winning the pistol +3. +2. I should do that math correctly, but all 3.
Yeah.
Means they're going to be the good position to potentially close this out relatively quickly, but don't rule Tengri out. They had a slow start on the first half as well on entry. Fitch can't find it. That's a missed opportunity because they need every kill instantly on a 5 versus 2. Remzik's going to open up against Jacob. Fitch has information on the site, but Croman's made his way to Shadow, and that's a doubled position, so Tengri's there to trade even if they make it around the corner, and there it is, exactly that. Fitch gets spotted by 1. Tengri pops out on the other. Remzik tries to do what he can with an AWP, but can't do much. Down he goes. 12 rounds now for Dignitas.
Yeah, nice work from Croman generally in that round. He's been a strong asset, I think, for Dignitas. So one of the unsung heroes. He's completely new to this level of CS. Got plucked out of the lower tier Norwegian scene and seems to be holding his own tremendously well. Very good CT side player, I have to say, especially. Gets that first frag towards A-ramp. Takes a straight up duel with the FAMAS, takes down the first player, and then manages to stay alive as well, doing damage, and it's holding them off on that A site. Pick by pick coming in for Dignitas, and, well, I've got to say forced by. It's going to be partial for Tengri. They get maximum stage loss bonus next round, so UMPs, Tech 9s, and some Deagles here. A few smokes to work with. Normally the execution plays on these sort of buys, but we'll see what they can bring to the table here. Nothing given away just yet. Looks like an A split potentially with 2 players in towards the underpass right now. That's Pachanga and Sonic. Getting naded to oblivion though. It's going to be Sonic and Pachanga down to about 50 HP each. Jacob definitely aware they could be down there.
Smoke lands at the bottom of the connector. Fox waiting with the AWP as they haven't really put a lot of pressure onto Cat. Ooh, Tengri trying to echolocate footsteps through the smoke, but nearly missed out, and using the AA1. run out of ammo altogether as Jacob's going to find Fitch trying to find his way into the window room via the ladder. But down he goes. Fox would have made the call that he rounded the corner. He'd already made contact, but not able to kill. So Remzik and SNK. Good shot from SNK following it up. But now it's just Remzik, and not much he can do.
Not much he can do, but he'll give it a go. He's been very good so far. Got the Tech 9 to work with here, but no nades. Some armor. Bomb down, but Jacob really dispatches him. And it's going to be round number 30 for Dignitas. Getting to the closing sectors, it feels like now, on the CT half. Dignitas looking quite comfortable. 5-0 for him in here. And Orb coming out for Fox. So we'll see whether he can get rolling with that weapon. Pause, presumably. It feels like it's about time. Tactical this time for Tengri. So they have got the Orb out, I believe. I'll have a look on the other side. And that's towards the spawn area. I can see 4 AKs. Actually 5 now. So there's the money displayed for you. Quite nicely on this lovely screen. We get all the information out on this.
I like it. I love it, actually. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, this is one thing where, especially we don't have our laptops, so we have to, I have to work it out in my head. But when we have this, you can actually see the shots and what's going on the server as well. This is perfect. The team money, what they've bought so far, and the equipment value. It's very, very cool. So you can see Dignitas with lots of excess money. They got 16,200 after purchasing into this round. Not really the same case with Tengri, though. So there's the replay of Snake and his Deagle getting a couple of... Same Snake. I assume
you like Snake, yeah. Rattlesnake, he's your boy.
That's how he used to spell it. That's why I'm going with that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Have you had game sounds for the last 4 or 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Did you troll me and turn my stream knob down?
No,
because I had no game sounds for the last 4 rounds. I thought it was me. I was like writing to production. And then I look over and my stream level is completely muted. I swear to God, you must have done it.
Nope.
Well, that is the next level troll. Thanks, Hank. Jacob takes down SNK. Finds a second one as well on Fitch. I was wondering why chat was not raging out about it, because normally they would. And I was sitting here like thinking I was crazy. Apparently I am. Bomb will be planted safe side of double stack. Croman knows that, but can't do anything about it. He's got to wait for his teammate to get better positioning, get closer to him. They'll work in pairs as a duo. Remzik towards CT, can't quite spot the cross on Croman, but knows he's likely there. Better shot, Chenga potentially, but Croman's actually got the angle instead, and Remzik's got to go aggressive. Fox finds him. Dignitas find 14.
They do indeed. Remzik, great round from him generally. Got 2 frags, nice execution there from Tengri. You can see why they like this map. They've obviously got a plethora of strategies available to them, but just can't close out these rounds. The Dignitas firing on all cylinders right now. Fox hits the 20 bomb. Jacob not far away from it. We've been hoping he would step up. He used to be such a world-class talent, but since his kind of the end of his phase days, you could see him tremendously dropping off, and obviously got replaced by Kiyoshima. And we're expecting him to bounce back, but it's been a while since then. But this has been a decent tournament for him, I reckon. And it's round number 22. Dignitas looking for match point. Loser of this game's going home, so last chance to leave for Tengri at this point. Orb comes out for Remzik once again. Can't hit the first shot. Does he get punished for it? Apparently not. Still alive, but a player pushing from short. Fox, that's brave. Wants to throw the AT grenade, but somehow stays alive. And Croman once again living up to expectations on the CT side. 3 kills with the AK-47, and that should be a match point obtained for Dignitas now. Croman's been so good for them. Great player. So young as well, like been to 2 events I think now.
Yes, this is it. I mean, to be fair, their first event as a team was the minor.
Yeah.
They prevailed there despite going through 3 qualification processes and then struggling in, getting that 3rd spot, that bonus spot that the European minor was gifted based on the Envy situation.
Yeah.
And Croman, I had no idea who he was. First game, he didn't actually play that well, and I remember interviewing from the panel Rubino, and I said, who is this guy? Like, obviously he's known in Norway, and he said, yeah, he's an up-and-coming talent. We have no doubt he'll be great. And then within like a day, he was like right there with them. Very stable player, very consistent, and he's been that way ever since. So yeah, I'm excited to see him develop as a player for sure. And potentially with another game in this event, because we're 1 round away from going 1-2 and sending Tengri home from the qualifier.
Indeed. Rubino said in his little interview for this tournament, he said like he's used to this format, he's used to going down 0-2, he can always bounce back. He's done it with North, he did it with Dignitas, and he always comes back for the 3-2 after having a horrible start. So he's sure the team can do it this time, and this is a decent start for them. 15-7. Will be maximum loss bonus, of course, with Tengri still, with no bomb going down, but it's going to be 8-0 here in the second half. Galil's AKs, 1 smoke. Pretty desperate at this point. Tengri could be the first thing going home here at the major qualifier. Lots of damage done by Ramsey, but can't find the kill towards Tensky here. Might be going down. Lots of aggression, but it's an equal trade for now. Sonic does get something in return. 4 on 4, Tengri low.
Roman sprays through the edge of the box and finds SNK entering into the site. But look at Pachenga's position. Unfortunately, it's better matched by that of Jacob. Expecting in that they've given up connector, there would be company toward the window, and he's rightful to do so. Sonic will take down Chroman. Sonic will pick up an AK. Fitch has the bomb, though, and look at his distance from teammate. That's a new stat.
The distance from the teammate?
DFT. Yeah. Not DTF, Hank. DFT.
2 versus 1. Up to Fitch now. He's had some big rounds so far, Map. This one might be bigger than ever. 15-7, 2 versus 1. And it's up to him to keep Tengri alive in the major qualifier. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's see what he's got. No nades. Bomb will go down, but the CT's playing this correctly, sticking together and challenging and making a single interaction instead of 2.
Well, I don't know how far Kazakhstan is from Denmark, but they're heading back that way, Tengri. It's Dignitas that'll find 16 first. Tengri, unfortunately, will bow out of the event 0-3, but Dignitas have a chance to fight on tomorrow. They'll be in the upper side of the bracket. And rightfully so.
Yeah, it feels like that's the correct result, right? This is a team, like you said, a lot of pedigree, big names within there, obviously playing for a big organization as well. To go out 0-3 in this tournament to a team like Tengri would be very disappointing. I don't think anyone had Tengri going through to the major. It's just a nice platform for them to show us what they can do. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best run for them. Kicked things off with a 16-1. Better showing against Big, but unfortunately lost that 16-14 as well. An okay game here today, 16-7. Couldn't get going in the second half whatsoever, but fair play. We saw some big plays from the likes of Ramzik, Sonic as well. We saw they've got some decent players here. Maybe a team to look out for in the future. It's certainly sort of developing Counter-Strike kind of region with the CIS qualifier. We're seeing new teams coming from, obviously got Vega Squadron, Tengri kind of appearing at these events and showing us they do have a nice pool of talent in that region.
Yeah, they do. I think that there's some interesting things going on in CIS. At the same time, I think the top end of them, right, of that scene is a bit of a mess, and they are the scene.
This is great, right, for that?
Yeah, they are the scene, though, of all of them, of them, if you want to include North America. Asia even had a shuffle. North America always has a revolving door. Europe's had a shuffle. French had a shuffle. Sweden's gone through numerous. Denmark's had a bit of change up. They're the ones that are maybe due for one. So maybe some of this new talent, there's some opportunity coming their way soon, I think. I wouldn't be surprised to see something. Actually, I saw a hint of it on Twitter that maybe after the major something's going to happen. So we'll see if that's true or not. But Dignitas move on. We move over to Paul and whatever the cat drag did.
Mean. Thank you very much. We'll, of course, go back to Sanakist and Henry G for game number 2 as we wrap up the opening match of the day. It is a deciding okay, though. They had a good first half here. It wasn't very